say,
Top Billin. Yo, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're locked in, and make sure you're heading on over to patreon.com/topbillin for full unedited videos if these videos have to get chopped up because of these goofy content ID claims, all right? And keeping on with my man Howie Roseman, a.k.a. This Is How We Do. Doing the damn thing and absolutely destroying the draft. I mean, he bodied that bad boy. I mean, look right here. You can see when you start getting notable names in the 5th and 6th round like he did, you know you're on top of your game. Extremely excited about cats like Cal McCord, right, as a third QB, a future flip candidate, right, for the Philadelphia Eagles. A guy that I'm familiar with very much so in Miles Hinton. Of course, Smile Munden, right? Drew Kendall from Boston College. All these guys, right? We ain't got to say much about the first 4 draft picks, right? News is absolutely lit. But my favorite pick of this entire draft for my Philadelphia Eagles will be my man Antwaun Powell-Ryland from them Virginia Tech Hokies. My man APR doing the damn thing. You can say he's probably the most talented pass rusher in the entire sport. Right? We're talking about college football, right? Of college football, of the past couple of seasons, my man was doing the damn thing. I got to cover him early in his career at Florida. And he just went on, right, to finally get it together in Florida. And when he got it together, the next season he transferred to my Hokies, baby, doing the damn thing there. And over the last 2 seasons, man, he had damn near, 30 sacks or something like that, close to it. APR, better remember the name. It may not be with the Philadelphia Eagles because I told people before, some people were saying the Eagles should go edge with the first pick of the draft. And I was like, get people on, man. These people be drawn. They don't know their own team. I said that the Eagles have Nolan Smith, Jalix Hunt. They went out and got Josh Uche. We already have Bryce Huff. Right? How many more edge players do you need, right? Obviously, you can take one, but it wouldn't be with a priority pick. You go and get your last pick in the draft and you get Antwaun Powell-Ryland? Houseway. Yo, make sure you're sharing the content because sharing is caring. And don't be a Karen, make sure you're sharing. Antwaun Powell-Ryland, APR here, a 3-pronged approach, right? A 3-pronged approach if we're talking about just the basis of his set list. From a set list, you're going to be able to stack stuff on through it. But at the very least, I would like to see people who take an outside approach. They will go through you. Or they could take that inside approach. Believe it or not, some people can only rush on the outside, only can run the arc, or some people can only bull rush, or some people only work good on the inside. I used to think Jadeveon Clowney was one of those guys. He always had that inside move that he would do there, but he had to add to his repertoire there. So from there, man, you can stack on spins. You can stack on, right, when you're coming off your headzies there, making it go inside and pretend like it's outside. All kinds of different stuff, right? Whether it be stuff with your arm, you continue to add on to where you have 6-7 different moves in your set list. Forget what I'm saying there. I really like this one though, right? He gives them big action. Look at this, big action with the hands, inside, outside, bang. Quarterback took a cool one, right? Had to get rid of that bad boy. You can see with the action, like I always say, you give somebody something to think about, giving them something they can feel like in vogue in them. You can see it right there with the hands. My man's right here doesn't know what he's like, stoned like Medusa with it. Going to be late with the hands because of the action that was applied, and he gets way too high with the hands. Not going to work there. Antwaun Powell-Ryland, Antwaun Powell-Ryland, big man APR here, going up and under. You see that? Under right there with the Undertaker on his throat. Couldn't even stop him right there. Still getting around. Getting himself nice little fertilization. Ooh, the quarterback got kicked in the dome piece for his troubles too right there. You see that? Bing! Right? He's done. Absolutely done. But the move right here, I love it. Inside out, hezzy. Coming around the corner, giving him half a man. Right? Getting clearly held and still able to flush the QB, having him have an evacuation plan. Apologies for this angle here. The replay wasn't that good. I like to get those replays on the broadcast footage there. But you can get the gist of this. Actually, this is actually really good to show him taking the arc move. Look at this. Arm under again. Bang. That man is hell on wheels with that arm under. And he's coming out of a motorcycle stance again. So something that he'll be doing with the Philadelphia Eagles. Dude is just too high right here, right? He couldn't decrease the space good enough. He starts the heavy-legged waist bend. And that man understands angles, and his dip is nasty, right? Bendability and his flexibility and his pliability for the position. You can see right there, my man's got his hands on his nameplate. Well, you can see the back of a man's nameplate. You know what I mean? It's like seeing a tag number or something like that. You may as well call his insurance company because he's about to crash into your quarterback and bang, once again. Let's look at it from this angle. They didn't get the full drawing, though. He was definitely anxious. He turned this 2-point stance into a 3-point stance at the last moment. But look at that, right? Barely touched. And they don't show the rest of this, right? But you know the move and the result already there. But you can see right there, light on his hands. He's still pretty much in that 2-point stance. He pops right back up, keeping that low center of gravity. And then look at that. Initially fights the hands, right? My man put the hands out. Bang. Rested on right there, right? So a slap to an arm under, round in the corner, perfect execution, perfectly syncing it up as well, right? With both arms as well as the legs, and then coming around that mountain when she comes, right? You can see him in FEMA mode severely right here. He's bending and just doing anything he can, right, to get that insurance card. I need your insurance card, man, help. You know, I have mad love for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, but who would put a tight end on Antwaun Powell-Ryland? What are we doing here? 3-pronged approach. He's going to take an inside approach. Has he done? Get vert. Bang. When he lands on a quarterback, right? When he gets to the quarterback, it's brutal. Man, get this out right here. A vertical approach, right? So it's going to be a 50-50 drawing on him. 50-50 drawing, you don't know exactly what he's going to do, right? He's not shaded to anywhere, right? So it's a head-up technique. Head-up technique, my man's already paralyzed with fear, right? He still has it apart, right? Look at his hands. He's scared as shit, right? He overextends. How you overextend that bad, right? He overextends super bad, right? Barely gets a hand on my man, right? Allows him a clean pass, like almost like 2 ships passing in the night. Let him get upvert. Cali, man, it's not going to happen right there. What are we doing? Bang! What kind of move is that, right? Is it the joint the blockbuster by my man Buff Bagwell back in the day? Right there, bang, right there. So obviously, you got to think he was at least 78% concussed right there after that joint right there. What are we doing, man? Antwaun Powell-Ryland is nasty with the rush. This time in their sub package, coming out of a 4-point stance, going through a man. Check it out. Bang! Look at that. Ooh, God. Walk the dog. Didn't fertilize the quarterback. Something serious. Right? What are we doing here? Look at this, right? Coming out of that 4-point stance. I want you to look at the pad level. Look how low he stays right here. You can see my man right here, the defensive tackle. Look how high he starts to get, right? But look who's still low. That's exactly how you would want to teach it. It's like coming out the blocks in track and field. You want to get that leverage. You want to be able to keep that speed going, right? That initial burst here. But look at him. Beat a man to the punch, literally. And bang, right in the sternum. A sternum buster. And then look at that initial punch right there. Lifted my man right up off of his skis, right? You know what I'm saying? So he's skiing in air. You see it right there? He's skiing in air, has to come back to earth. Is unable to sink those mud hooks in, right? Look at that. Continuing to walk the dog. Walked his ass all the way back to damn near the end zone and shit, right? He got a reverse first down, a 10-yard walk, right? Tried to walk it off right there, then disengages quarterback. Like, oh no, help! He goes down easier than a $2 hooker. Bang! Face first to the turf. Fertilizing that man, right? Come on, true green Kim Line's best right there. Get off my man. 8BR. Last one for me right here. It's always a good omen when you're getting paid special attention to in college. Like, he's chipped here and pretty much doubled, but he shows his hustle to be able to get a sack by forcing the quarterback out of bounds. before the line of the game. Check it out. Look at that. Continuing to work there. Quarterback has to eat that bad boy. He stepped on the line anyway. Couldn't even get the pass off. But look at this right here. Bink. A little bit of chip from the running back. Extra attention right here by the guard and the tackle. But look at him continuing to keep his eyes upfield, surveying. Starts to traverse. Takes a great angle, a wide angle here with a very athletic quarterback, and forces him even wider, right? So he's unable to turn that corner in time to where he could stop his momentum, but nope, steps on the line right there before you can even toss that bad boy, man. I'm telling you, I'm just concentrating on his sacks. In this particular one, I could probably come back and do something on the run game because he's good on that right now. But for immediate impact, if he's able to even dress on the team, because they're already loaded at edge, in my opinion, right? Unless something happens with Bryce Huff. Maybe he's the long-term replacement for Bryce Huff. Right now, he could just come in as a third down gunner, right? Money down gunner, and he would absolutely destroy it, just get into the quarterback on money down. So that's my theory right there. Hopefully nothing happens to Bryce Huff. I love me some Bryce Huff as well. Hopefully he gets a chance to show what he can do this year because he was hell on wheels with the Jets. But if not, there's an immediate replacement, right? Very much the same size as Huff and everything. Can come out of that 2, 3, or 4 point stance as we've seen in this particular dissection and do the damn thing. All right, so big love to my man Howie Roseman getting my boy Antwaun Powell-Ryland in the fold. APR going to do his thing if allowed the chance to. If not, I can see him making his mark anywhere in the NFL. So big salutes to my man out of Portsmouth, Virginia, Antwaun Powell-Ryland, APR. All right. With that being said, big love to all my people out there, all my top billing villains. Make sure you're on patreon.com/topbilling to get these if they're chopped up. Original content there, right? Not really team specific, but definitely we'll be putting stuff on there, have some chats and everything with the fans. We can do it real big, all right? Big salute, big love to all my top billing villains, all right?
What more can I say?
Top billing.